So much hype surrounding this fight, and now it is go time. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters. This is just one of those things.
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. And getting ready to fight here, Oleksandr Usyk. He's 6'3". Oleksandr Usyk, the former undisputed cruiserweight champion and heavyweight champion of the world. The Gypsy King, Tyson Fury. He's so big and yet so light on his feet. No one...
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, here is the Olympic gold medalist from Ukraine, an undisputed cruiserweight world champion, and a unified heavyweight champion of the world, Oleksandr Usyk. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Manchester, England, and standing at 6 feet 9 inches, here is a sensational heavyweight champion of the world, known as the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury.
These two have certainly talked the talk. Now they've got a... And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. That counter shot lands. Big right hand. Catch and shoot with the left counter. Good job. Exchange here from both men. That left counter punch will score. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Fighters love being in this venue as the audience is right on top of you, and they will be bringing the heat tonight. They are ready to watch this showdown.
You walk in, you cannot hide or duck or stand behind anybody. The audience is on you. They see every single movement, every single twitch. If you're scared, the thousands of people out here in this place, they will spot it.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Why sit in the pocket when your punches are this slow? Tyson Fury in serious trouble. I don't see how he's going to get out of this. It appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Usyk. And a round that seemed like he turned it. On to the second round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Nice offensive display, landing that left counter. Good one. Counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Counter-puncher is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter-puncher.
So much for defensive abilities. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Somehow weathered the storm.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Perfect counter shot. And he misses with that jab. Might want to back out out of the pocket here. Look how slow these punches are. Nice counter shot with the right hand. Both men step back for just a moment. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Beautiful counter punch. Let's talk about Usyk. Well, we're entering depth. There's the bell to start round 3. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
You're fine to the counter punching. You've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punching, they're watching you every move, every twitch.
That's another scoring shot. Shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Blocks the jab.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way. Tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Got out of the way of that right hook. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Left counter scores. Let's talk about Usyk. Go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
They exchange punches. Perfect counter lands. Fight is all about distance for this man, and you can see he's using that length advantage.
Very smart, very sharp. This is a fit young man style that he's got to get inside that long lead. Not many fights can do that.
He just misses with that big right hand. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Left hook.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Well, we know what the game plan is going to be for this fighter. He's got to stick and move and avoid the big shots from the bigger man.
If you're in there with a guy so big in front of you, you've got to be smart. You've got to use your smarts and use that skill. This is what you've prepared for. You've got to negate that jab, let it ride past you and push his own weight on him.
He just missed with that left jab. Solid punch. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Usyk. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bro, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you...
Time for the 5th round. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here. They call it the glory division. There's nothing quite like a heavyweight fight. It doesn't take much to win it.
Guys that carry so much power, of course they're going to look for that knockout because it makes a night a little bit shorter. You don't get paid any extra for overtime.
Big left there, but misses. Good counter-punching for both these athletes. Coming back to life now, starting to land some punches. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
He misses with that jab. He misses with that jab. Oh, what a punch! Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Usyk. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables. There's the bell to start round 6. Let's see if they have a plan B after last round. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
It's the one who draws first blood, Tom. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Nice counter shot. That left lands. Both men step back for just a moment. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Changes from both men in this round. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do? This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Still waiting for this fighter to show some defensive ability. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Nice job landing with that right hand counter. Let's talk about Usyk. At this point, you got round 7. Here we go. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Oh, that punch. With the right counter. This fighter has tested their opponent's power and apparently isn't impressed as they continue to walk through all these power shots.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You could hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. Then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Why are they throwing punches? They should be playing defense right now. Nice counter. Just gets out of the way of that right uppercut. What a punch. Good counter punching from both these fighters. Both men step back for just a moment. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Counter punching. Let's talk about Usyk. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy. And they're back at it again here in round 8. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter. When we talk about a fighter having power, don't just look at the head punches they throw. Look at the body shots. That can be the real difference.
Todd, we know one of these fighters can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful.
And a counter left. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Tyson Fury just got rocked. Do you believe this? Oh, and that changes everything. And down they go. And he dropped him. The perfect sniper shot. Let's watch it again one more time.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6.
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why. Nice counter punch. And he just misses with that jab. It's obvious this fighter is gassed out. Why sit in there and throw punches? That's a scoring left hand. Oh my, the Ukrainian has been rattled. And they're down. Would be wise here to take the full 8 seconds. I don't know, I gotta take another look at that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Let's talk about Usyk. Both men. Let's see how much fatigue we see here in round 9. Both fighters knocked down in the last round. What do we have in store for us in this one?
2 knockdowns in the same round to both fighters. How is this going to work? But you know what? The one that was knocked down earlier, he's the one that's got more time to recover. But it's still hard. It still plays on your brain to see what's happened. They got to think like a pro. Forget after 10 seconds. They got to be smart.
How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
there's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far? Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Back and forth they go. It's defend yourself at all times, but this fighter hasn't defended themselves at all. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you can't think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Usyk. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
We've made it to round 10. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here. Right punch. Tyson Fury just got rocked. Do you believe this? Has somehow weathered the storm. Both men step back for just a moment. And we may see a stoppage here. The unified heavyweight champion is down. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look. At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down. Catch and shoot. One of these fighters is starting to run out of gas. What do you do as a fighter when you just don't have the energy?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Let's talk about Usyk. And there's the bell for round 11. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. You know in the corner now they're saying when you get out there, jump on him. Do not give him chance to breathe. Bully him, throw him, push him down, punch him in the back. Keep letting the shots go because you know they're on shaky legs. They're a nuts here away from getting stopped.
Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round. Not many of the people in the division hit like them. Great counter right hand there. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's
stumbling around on Bambi legs. Didn't wait long to get back in and get engaged. He gets out of the way of that left hand. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Perfect punch. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Usyk. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
And there's the bell for round 12. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
I've seen...
Usyk might go down here. What an upset. Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on. And just as quickly as the action slows, stumbling around in potholes, in serious trouble. I thought we were going to see the finish there. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Beautiful counter shot. Oh, and they just got their bell rung. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's so hard to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
This fighter has determined very close round with 10 seconds to go. Usyk might go down here. What an